Assalamu alaikum. Welcome back to another thrilling episode of Beyond Balance Sheet. I am your host Esha Nadeem. Today I have a very honored guest with me. He is the head of accountant and a chartered accountant by profession, but that does not restrict him. He has many different interests and passions which we are going to get to know from him. He is currently working at SIEMENS Pakistan and has a very good experience of 9 years. So words of it, let's just dive into this conversation and a very warm welcome to 𝗵𝗵𝗲𝗀𝗻.
Thank you.
Assalamu alaikum Ahmed, how are
Walaikum
you?
assalam. Alhamdulillah. Thank you so much for the introduction, and it's a real privilege and an honor to be here. And thank you so much for inviting me and having me here.
Welcome. Thank you for giving us your precious time.
No, it's fine. Thank you.
Okay, Ahmed, let's just start. Okay, Ahmed, what is the thing that describes you as a whole? It could be anything.
I will describe myself, which I have learned from my journey, that I am a challenge seeker. My life has been, my career has been quite exciting for me, and with this respect, I consider myself as a good challenge seeker. मेरी जो journey रही है,
Yes.
practical experience रहा है वो in the industry and not in the industry, even before I joined my practical life.
Yes.
There were multiple challenges जो मैंने face किए, and alhamdulillah I passed on every challenge with success, alhamdulillah, and that's why here I am. So as we'll progress, inshallah, I'll share some of the experiences with you.
इंशाल्लाह. तो मिस्टर अहमद, फर्स्टली जो मेरा पहला क्वेश्चन आपसे होगा वो ये होगा कि आप अपनी जर्नी को शेयर करें फ्रॉम द फ्रेश ग्रेजुएट ऑफ बिकमिंग द हेड ऑफ अकाउंटिंग एट सीमेंस पाकिस्तान. तो क्या क्या हर्डल्स थी, क्या क्या आप मोमेंट्स हमारे साथ शेयर करना चाहेंगे?
Sure. When I qualified as a chartered accountant back in December 2015, when I joined industry, at that time I was a finalist.
Yes.
I was waiting my result of my final one paper that was left. And when I joined TCS. I started looking after the opportunities when my article was ending, and I was really interested in joining the industry. मुझे I wanted कि मुझे फौरन एक breakthrough मिले immediately
Yes.
after my articles, because I knew that when you go into the industry, you start when from the very first day you start developing your contacts, your references, and वो बहुत काम आता है आपको आगे जाके. So that's why I was really interested in joining the industry, and alhamdulillah, before even my article actually ended officially with 𝗵𝗲𝗄𝗏 Ferguson, I had the role, I had the offer already in my bag. So
Oh,
I
really?
accepted that. Yeah. So
Mashallah.
and I got the role in the reporting section of TCS, and I joined there in January 2016. वहाँ से मेरी जर्नी स्टार्ट हुई एज असिस्टेंट मैनेजर फाइनेंस. There I was looking after mainly two broad aspects. I was looking after the capital expenditure portfolio of the company, and I was looking after the reporting, the financial reporting, which again was my passion, of one of the group companies, because TCS has number of companies. It's called as Transum Group. So TCS Logistics was the company which I was looking after. There actually, after that, I worked there for almost 1 year 9 months, and then I decided to move on. I got an opportunity from AC Nielsen as Associate Revenue Controller for Pakistan.
Yes.
That was a very different sort of role. It was not with respect to the financial reporting, or with respect to the statutory or external reportings to the stakeholder. It was a role with respect to the management reporting. और वहाँ पे what was different, that it was a commercial partnering role actually, and that I accepted. And उसमें I was actually responsible for revenue and receivables for Pakistan. वहाँ से मेरी जर्नी स्टार्ट हुई, एंड देन एट नीलसन, एंड देन विद इन अ शॉर्ट स्पैन I moved to other countries in respect of taking up the role of other countries as well. So within 1.5 years, I got the role of I got promoted actually to the role of I was elevated to as a revenue controller for Arabian Peninsula and Pakistan. There actually I was looking after 9-10 countries together for a particular
Mashallah.
portfolio. उसके बाद I was looking after that role, and then when actually I left Nielsen, I was elevated. Before actually I left Nielsen, I was also elevated to the role of revenue controllership for whole Africa and Middle East for that portfolio. So I was looking after 23 countries. It was a very rich portfolio, but actually at that time my role was increasing, yes, but it was not diversifying. So there was a need for me to actually start looking for such opportunity where actually I can diversify my role. So वहाँ से मुझे
I
Siemens
think
Pakistan.
after hearing you, I think you left challenges.
Yeah, so I'll come on to that. So
Yeah.
what the challenge was at Nielsen, that as mentioned, that my role was increasing, not diversifying. So एक challenge था मेरे लिए, because one of the my priorities of life is that I was not willing to move abroad. Okay, I was not willing to move outside Pakistan. So when you work in an MNC, if you are not willing to go outside Pakistan, you will face challenge from growth perspective. And that was the challenge for me at that time, because there were discussions going on at that time to move on to the global financial controlling team, staying out of Pakistan. But again, that was something which I was not able to break through, because the role was not available, or if it was available, it was not at my level. So again, I was working one day. It was COVID era at that time, in 2021. I was working
Difficult
from
one.
home. Yeah, it was working from home, and I got a call from Siemens. I didn't apply for this role at all, in which I am today. I got a call from my ex-manager. He used to work with me in TCS. He called me one fine day. I was working as usual at my home, and he asked me if I want to explore this
Oh my
opportunity. So
God.
I
What was your
said.
reaction at that time?
Obviously, like I was very occupied in my work, so I just said, okay, yeah, we can explore that, because it was interested. Again, it was a financial reporting role. It was a manager accounting and reporting position, and for financial reporting, I'm passionate, as always. So the charm was that it was a listed company. Siemens is a listed company, and again, the industry also suited me, because I have been into service industry since beginning. So that was something that I looked into, and I just wanted to explore, and it enticed me that yes, it can be an opportunity for me, considering that I also am looking for a diversification. So within a period of one day, I was interviewed in the morning, and I got an offer in the afternoon. So and I
So
joined.
instant, like
Yeah,
on the
exactly. So
spot.
that was, yeah, so that was very quick, and but I think the decision also was very good at that time, because I was already very, you know, occupied, or what you say, with a lot of countries I was looking after. So because it is a challenging role, when you are in a commercial partnering role, looking
Yes,
after
exactly.
23 countries, you are coordinating with more than 300 commercial people.
Oh my
So
God.
it's like very very diversified from perspective. So I joined Siemens in April 21 then, and I think from that perspective, I got a new direction to move on. And at that time, the reason why I joined, because there was a clear direction of growth as well, that I was a successor to the head of accounting at that time. That was for sure. And but obviously, but doesn't mean that it doesn't guarantee that position. But I think Alhamdulillah, I was able to manage that portfolio. And the key reason why I was elevated to that position, because I searched for, because when you join a multinational, we all know that when you join a multinational company, the company itself has a very robust controls mechanism processes, which obviously you start learning and then following.
Yes.
It's very difficult to penetrate into the processes and change them and add value to the processes. So that actually I learned based on my past learnings. I tried, and I started working and started looking for those aspects where I can add value to that, my processes, my task. And
But I think you had clear visions, जिसकी वजह से आप यहाँ पर हैं. अगर वो चैलेंजिंग भी था, बट आपका विजन आई थिंक बिल्कुल क्लियर था.
जी बिल्कुल, एग्जैक्टली यही था. बिकॉज वाई वॉज माई विजन वॉज क्लियर, बिकॉज देखें, my priorities were clear. So number one, my values
Exactly.
were clear. My priority was that I don't want to go out of Pakistan. I have to live with my family. That was first priority. There are some other commitments as well that I need to stick on in Pakistan. So I cannot. I was very clear in that. Even when I was at Nielsen, even within a span of 4 months, I got an offer that you come to South Africa. Okay.
Oh God.
Then after 6 months, I got an offer that you come to UAE. So at both the times, I didn't say no, but I said that not now. I will see in future, but right now it's not my priority. It's not that priorities cannot change, but it is your values that define your priorities. अगर आपकी प्रायोरिटीज़ क्लियर हैं, आप अपनी प्रायोरिटीज़ में क्लियर हैं और कॉन्फिडेंट हैं, तो आपको डिसीजन लेने में मुश्किल नहीं होती. Even I didn't think over a minute to say no. otherwise it was a very big opportunity for you. But I was confident in myself that I can, even staying here, I can grow. And alhamdulillah मुझे जो है वो सक्सेस भी मिली इस इंडस्ट्री के अंदर. So उसी एक डायरेक्शन को लेते हुए मैं चला था सिंस बिगिनिंग, एंड आई वाज क्लियर दैट आई कैन डू इट. आई कॉन्फिडेंट, बिकॉज कोई भी अगर आपको चीज़ अचीव करनी है, देयर आर टू बेसिक थिंग्स और की थिंग्स दैट यू नीड टू बी क्लियर ऑन. फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल इज़ द कॉन्फिडेंस दैट यू कैन डू इट, and the preparation of how you will do it. So then last year, it's almost now 1 year that I have assumed the role of head of accounting. My ex manager got an opportunity outside Pakistan, so he moved to Saudi, and then obviously I got that elevation in the role. And I think the key thing was the trust and that the management had in me, that they offered this role to me. And obviously from the next day he moved, I assumed the responsibilities, and it was a very seamless transition as well, because I was already involved in a lot of tasks from finance perspective. So so that was like
It's literally like
my
amazing
journey.
and wonderful. ये ऐसा लग रहा है कि बस एक फ्लो के साथ जा रहा है, सुबह उठो और अपॉर्चुनिटीज़ की लाइन लगी हुई है. दैट्स सो वंडरफुल, माशाल्लाह. ओके मिस्टर अहमद, आपने बताया कि आप मेंबर भी हैं स्टूडेंट अफेयर के. सो व्हाट इज़ द एडवाइस एंड गाइड यू गिव टू स्टूडेंट्स टू गेट सक्सेस इन फाइनेंस एंड अकाउंटिंग?
देखिए, मेंबर रिप्रेजेंटेटिव और स्टूडेंट अफेयर्स जो ICAP की एक रिक्वायरमेंट है इन द इंडस्ट्री, वेयर इफ एनी कंपनी इज़ having CA trainees in the company, so there is a person who should be there as responsible and should be a member of ICAP. So I was given that responsibility by the CFO when I joined SIEMENS. It was like 4 months when I joined, and he asked me for taking up this role as well. So articles in industry and in firm, there are a lot, both are very different, dynamics बहुत different है. So and articles in industry at that time 4 years back was also very new in the industry, and जो trainees आते थे, obviously those were also not clear as to their vision, because firm में मैंने भी firm से articles किए from 𝗵𝗵𝗏. so firms में the environment and the processes are very different. firm और industry एक तरीके से काम नहीं करते, तो और ये बात student को नहीं पता होती जब वो आता है.
How differentiated, because
exactly.
they also want to get clarified according to this, no?
वो आ जाते हैं, ठीक है, they also work, but proper guidance की ज़रूरत होती है उनको भी. so क्योंकि इंडस्ट्री में it's not कि आज एक चीज़ है तो कल there will be a different thing. It evolves continuously. Firms में ये होता है कि you go on to the ladder at defined intervals. Industry में ऐसा नहीं होता. So उनको इस तरह की guidance I used to provide them, that when they are working in any of the department, they have to work like they are not trainees. They are employees of the company, because they are part of the team. ऐसे काम करें कि जो आपका मैनेजर है उसको लगे कि you are a full time employee. Create space for yourself. Create your brand in the company, because now you're not in a firm, you're in an industry, and you have to strive कि जब आपकी articles end हो, so you should be able to they should be able to offer you the position. And with organization like SIEMENS or MNCs, there are a lot of opportunities that come over again and again. So जगह बन जाती है. It's just about that how you portray yourself और आपने कैसे काम करना है. So I think the key messages that I used to pass on to them, that you have to in which department you are, just give your best. Because वहाँ पे rotations भी होती हैं, so some trainees used to say that we don't want to rotate because I expect that this person will keep me when my article will end. So I said that if नसीब में होगा तो आप कहीं भी होंगे, आपको opportunity मिल जाएगी. So you have to learn other departments as well, other tasks and processes as well.
You are saying that student used to stick कि हमें यहीं आगे मतलब करना है.
देखिए, जब कोई किसी के साथ काम कर रहा होता है और अंडरस्टैंडिंग हो जाती है, तो एक होता है स्टूडेंट का चाहता है कि अगर मैं यहीं रुक जाऊं तो शायद मुझे जो है ना यहीं पे ऑफर मिल जाएगी, और अगर मैं रोटेट हो जाऊंगा तो ये मुझे भूल जाएगा, और सो इट्स लाइक दैट, और या कोई और आ जाएगा मेरी जगह पे. तो इट्स अ फियर. सो उस फियर को कॉन्फिडेंस में चेंज करना होता है कि यू वर्क एंड यू लेफ्ट योर फुटप्रिंट देयर, and then you move on, because rotation is necessary. आप एक डिपार्टमेंट में काम वैसे भी नहीं कर सकते. ICAP की गाइडलाइंस भी हैं, you have to rotate trainees, and there are certain weightages which is defined. So but that's a challenge, but you have to rotate trainees. उसके अलावा ट्रेनी जिस डिपार्टमेंट में काम कर रहे होते हैं वहाँ पे ऑब्वियसली दे आर फोकस्ड ऑन अ सर्टन टास्क, सर्टन पोर्टफोलियो, सो उनको थोड़ा सा अपनी फील्ड के हिसाब से और अपनी एग्जामिनेशन की प्रिपरेशंस हैं, अपनी चार्टर्ड अकाउंटेंसी फील्ड के हिसाब से भी, तो यू हैव देयर ट्रेनिंग्स एंड टूल्स अवेलेबल एट सीमेंस. So I used to guide them from that perspective, that you use those tools, take trainings of finance, of reporting, of financial reporting, of management reporting, so
Yes.
that you keep in touch with your topics as well. Although you are in touch to some extent, but आप अपनी skills को polish करें over time, and then so that you remain updated, or you remain focused on your
Yes.
key activities as well. So that was also one of the key messages I used to pass on to them.
Wonderful. So, Mr. Ahmed, share us a glimpse of when you got the award. You got the award, na? The excellence award that you get. So, what were the strategies and habits that you adapt to achieve this milestone?
Yeah, so that was again a key, I think, achievement of my
Yes.
life. I would consider that was I was given that award in 2019 February. That was a launch day of Nielsen. It is an annual event which used to happen at Nielsen. You called launch day, where actually the performances and KPIs were discussed of the previous year. So it was a sort of an award, you can say, the performer of the year of 2018. That was, so I joined Nielsen in 2017 for Pakistan as assessor revenue controller, and it was almost one year's one and a half year I was already there. So I
Yes.
got this award for the contribution that I made to the business. एज ए सेट कि मैंने कहा कि जी कमर्शियल पार्टनरिंग का रोल था, तो जब मैंने ज्वाइन किया तो मैंने एक चीज़ डिफरेंट देखी इन दी ऑर्गेनाइजेशन के हर जगह पे लाइन ड्रॉ हुई होती है. देखिए आपका ये काम है, इनका ये काम है,
Okay, assign कर दिया जाता है कि
हर जगह देखें रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटीज़ तो होती है ना, कि फाइनेंस का क्या काम है, कमर्शियल का
Yes.
क्या काम है, सो हर जगह लाइन ड्रॉ हुई होती है, प्रोसेसेस डिफाइन हुए होते हैं. सो आई स्टार्टेड गोइंग बियॉन्ड दैट लाइन. What I
nice.
decided ke what I just saw that okay, there's a process, and I have to do my responsibilities, कि मेरा काम है कि I used to communicate them effectively, कि what needs to be done and when needs to be done. But what was missing, I think, from previous practices, that how it can be done effectively, that was missing. Everyone
That's
can
the
do
main thing.
everyone can
Exactly.
do their tasks, that's fine. You can define them, you can mention कि आपने ये काम करना है, कैसे करना है. आपका काम है effectively follow up करना, आपका काम है कि इनसे काम करवाना. But if you go a little bit beyond that and start listening in with them, offer them support as well, that yes, we are here, and it's not that you are different and I am different, or finance and commercial are different. If you work as a team, then we can, I think, do more effectively the tasks and the processes. So I think I started doing that. I started harmonizing the processes at Nielsen. बहुत सारी चीज़ें manual थी. I took use of the resources that were available at
Yes.
Nielsen to automate things, to define the tasks in a more efficient manner. So I started adding value with that respect, but obviously the commercial team also took really satisfactorily, and I think in that respect
Really,
Pakistan
you didn't get any hurdle because अगर कोई इंटरफेयर करे उनकी चीज़ों में, जैसे आपने कहा कि एक लाइन ड्रॉ होती है,
हाँ नहीं, इंटरफेयर नहीं. देखें, यू ऑफर सपोर्ट टू देम. मैं नहीं कह रहा कि मैं उनका
but
काम
some
करना
people
शुरू कर
doesn't
दूँ.
like it, है ना? Like,
It's not, I have not experienced that someone will not like it. It's not that I'm interfering in their activities. It's that just I'm offering support, or I'm guiding them, or letting them know that if we can do like this, or if I offer them that okay, this is the process now, we are change. It's fine that people resist to change, but the change is positive and the change is good, then
Yeah,
anyone can
then-
adopt that. It's just how you present that thing. So that was something that really worked upon. And what was the key behind I got the award, that there was KPIs of each country that we used to define every month, and it was 1.5 years since I joined. We didn't miss on any of the KPIs, so we were on target in every month. One of the key KPIs were collection targets, which were obviously the commercial KPI, but again from finance perspective. So Pakistan was missing out the targets every month in the previous months when I joined, but since I joined, I tried to the first month I missed my target, but going from November till like it was 18 months,
Yes.
we never missed the target. So that was
Oh, really?
continuous.
That was the
Yeah.
first time you miss.
Yeah, it was a very first month. Obviously, I was new. I was taking up things. The things were already going on from with previous practices. So, and that was defined in that town hall, in that launch day as well. That they mentioned Pakistan specifically, the commercial team, that the targets is not just once or twice in a quarter or quarter on quarter. It was every month that we were achieving those things very consistently, and I think that was a really proud moment for Pakistan as well.
Yes, mashallah.
And that was, I was offered the role of APP as well, and then after that
Oh,
obviously I tried.
really?
Yeah, as I mentioned that in 2019 I took over the role of APP revenue controller for customized intelligence business. This was one portfolio, because you cannot handle the entire APP together, so it was one portfolio and that was product centric. So that was, I was given that role, and then obviously I started taking over that role, and then obviously elevated to AME level as well.
Mashallah.
Yeah.
Okay, Mr. Ahmed, what was the thing that inspired you that you pursue CA? Anything?
Yeah, there were two things. When I was in my HSCC, when I did my matriculation, मेरा interest commerce में था. I was very clear, because I will explain later on. मैंने एक साल school drop भी किया था. I
Oh,
didn't study class 8. मैंने class 7 study की थी. I mean, I dropped in class 7 and then moved to class 9 after 1 year. And the reason was that I am Hafizul Quran as well.
oh,
So I
mashallah.
completed my Hifz in that 1 year. Obviously, I started when I was in class 5, but it was a need of time that I skip 1 year and I
You
gave
must be
full
a good
time.
learner, a good
Yeah.
speaker.
Yeah. So that was a need of time. Again, my teacher told me that you have to leave for 1 year. He suggested me leaving class 6, but I left in class 7. And then I completed one in 9-10 months, the remaining ones, and then I joined class 9. सो वहाँ पे साइंस वाज द बैकग्राउंड. इट वो एक मजबूरी थी, वहाँ पे साइंस ही अवेलेबल था, बट मेरा इंटरेस्ट कॉमर्स में ज़्यादा था. बट आई स्टडीड फॉर 2 years इन साइंस, एंड देन आफ्टर मैट्रिक आई लुक्ड आफ्टर कि मैं ऐसे कॉलेज में जाऊँ जहाँ पे कॉमर्स हो. एंड ऑब्वियसली बहरिया वाज एन ऑप्शन, बट इट वाज इन आफ्टरनून. सो आई वाज told about this IBE, Institute of Business Education, formerly known as, when it started in 2005. So I joined here. बट CA के बारे में आई वॉज वेरी, मुझे बहुत डर लगता था, कि
Oh,
CA,
really?
या अगेन परसेप्शन होता था बच्चों का, ऐसा मेरा भी था. बट माई ट्यूटर टोल्ड मी दैट यू कैन डू इट. सो बट मैंने, ठीक है, मैंने कहा अभी कॉमर्स देखते हैं, देन विल सी वेयर आई हैव टू गो. But I think after joining IBE and even just span of like एक पहले ही साल में, in फर्स्ट ईयर, जब हम टीचर्स को सुनते थे जो TSA में पढ़ाते थे,
Yes.
तो दे टोल्ड, वो बताते रहते थे अबाउट दिस क्वालिफिकेशन एंड द बेनिफिट्स ऑफ दैट, एंड आप कैसे परसू कर सकते हैं, एंड व्हाट ICAP इज़ ऑफरिंग, व्हाट अपॉर्चुनिटीज़, और किस तरह से आपको एग्जाम्शंस भी मिल सकती हैं. सो बट ओवरऑल जर्नी बहुत एक्साइटिंग लगती थी, एंड ऑब्वियसली समथिंग यू हैव टू चूज़. बट एक थिंग जो बहुत अच्छी बात थी, जो टीचर्स कहते थे कि देखें, आप कोई भी प्रोफेशन चुनें, अगर आपको ये डर है कि इसमें मुश्किलात आएंगी, तो ऐसा नहीं, कहीं और नहीं आएंगी. मुश्किलात आपको हर जगह
Exactly,
आएंगी.
hurdles are
एवरी
everywhere.
प्रोफेशन इज़ डिफ़िकल्ट. कहीं पे अगर आप आसानी से अगर कोई क्वालिफिकेशन ले लेंगे, तो आपको आगे मुश्किलात आएंगी. CA के अंदर अगर आप पहले आप कर लें, आपको पहले डिफ़िकल्टीज आ जाएंगी, तो आगे यू विल वेरी सक्सेसफुल इन लाइफ. सो ओवरऑल, एंड एज आई मेंशन, मुझे जो है वो मुश्किल चीज़ें पसंद हैं. सो आई, या एग्जैक्टली, तो मैंने जो है वो ऑप्ट किया. और आई थिंक इवन आई वाज पार्ट ऑफ फास्ट ट्रैक एज वेल. व्हेन वी वर इन सेकंड ईयर, माय टीचर्स यूज्ड टू टेल दैट आप जो है वो 2 मॉड्यूल एक साथ भी कर सकते हैं.
Oh God.
AB. At that time, it was modular
Really?
system.
Yeah.
So if you get exemptions in 2 papers, economics and English, then it's only left you with 3 papers, right? So
Yeah.
you can opt two together. I got the exemption in economics and not in English, but we opted 2 modules together.
By the way, do you like economics?
No. But
So that was really good for you.
yeah, exactly. So it was very easy to get exemption. It was not that difficult. But English, obviously, I was short of few marks, so I didn't get exemption. But that was fine. So we took 2 modules together. I think that was the point when I joined IBE. When actually, I decided to actually pursue chartered accountancy. That was one key point. Second was that my parents, my father, my seniors used to tell me कि देखें, challenges जो है ना, या मुश्किलों से अगर आप भागेंगे, तो वो आपके पीछे आएंगी वापस, आपका पीछा नहीं छोड़ेंगी. तो इट्स नॉट दैट यू रन अवे फ्रॉम दीज, इवन टैकल, आप उसको टैकल करें, टैकल दीज एंड टैकल विद कॉन्फिडेंस. And that thing I applied in my industry, in my practical experience as well. So these were the 2 key things which make me towards chartered accountancy, and alhamdulillah I was able to do my intermediate level in first attempt. Finals में yes
माशाल्लाह.
there were challenges. Finals में the first time module E के मेरे papers रुके थे, but alhamdulillah I was able to manage within articles. So that was those were the two key things that make me towards chartered accountancy.
So, Mr. Ahmed, over your 9 experience, आपका 9 years का experience है, तो उसमें ऐसे क्या lesson है जो आप students को देना चाहते हैं?
One again is that challenges से आपने भागना नहीं है. You strive for challenges, you work on that. अगर आप उनको tackle करें with confidence. Second is that you take stress positively. No.
Is it possible to take stress positively?
Yes. Again, it's like how you look into things. Again, this was the teaching. Again, one of the teachers told us when we were in our CA journey. Even in module A B में हम थे, तो he mentioned that आप stress आपको हर जगह होता है. In personal life, in practical life, जब आप पढ़ रहे होते हैं, in your student life, CA, we all know how tough the journey is all about.
Exactly.
But if you devote yourself, then you can do it. But उन्होंने ये कहा कि आप स्ट्रेस जो आपको होता है फ्रॉम स्टडीज़, अगर आप वो स्ट्रेस क्यों होता है, बिकॉज इट्स पार्ट ऑफ दैट लाइफ, पार्ट ऑफ दैट डिमांड, द प्रोफेशन, द एजुकेशन की डिमांड है ये. तो अगर आप स्ट्रेस नहीं होगा आपको तो ये तो पॉसिबल नहीं है. तो स्ट्रेस अगर हो रहा है तो यू टेक इट पॉजिटिवली.
You have to cope with it.
या यू हैव टू कोप इट एंड टेक इट पॉजिटिवली, नॉट टेक एज अ बर्डन. आपको अगर आप उसको बोझ समझेंगे तो फिर आप नहीं कर सकते. अगर आप उसको पॉजिटिवली लेंगे तो आप कर सकते हैं. एंड स्ट्रेस लिंक भी होता है व्हेन यू स्टार्ट टेकिंग. अगर आपको प्रोफेशनल लाइफ में डिफ़िकल्टीज़ हैं तो उसका इफेक्ट शायद थोड़ा पर्सनल लाइफ पे भी आता है. देन वहाँ पे भी आपको चीज़ों को हैंडल करना पड़ता है, मैनेज करना पड़ता है. तो दैट्स ऑल्सो पार्ट ऑफ स्ट्रेस. तो वहाँ पे आप कैसे डील करते हैं, कैसे मैनेज करते हैं सिचुएशंस को, दैट रियली इंपॉर्टेंट. सो आई थिंक फर्स्ट इज दैट चैलेंजेस को आपने टैकल करना है विद कॉन्फिडेंस. किसी चीज़ से भागना नहीं है. आप एडवाइस ले सकते हैं फ्रॉम सीनियर्स, आप रिसर्च कर सकते हैं. आप इट्स जस्ट दैट यू आपने बस अपने पास कमिटमेंट करनी है दैट यू विल किल दैट. सेकंड अगेन स्ट्रेस को आपने जो है ना, अगर आप पॉजिटिवली लेंगे देन देयर विल बी लॉट ऑफ थिंग्स दैट विल बिकम ईजियर फॉर यू.
Exactly. Okay, apart from that, आपने अपने पोर्टफोलियो में मेंशन करा था that you have different interest टेनिस में, एंड तो कुछ शेयर कीजिए उसके बारे में.
वेल इट्स जस्ट मैं फॉलो करता हूँ, बहुत शौक से देखता भी हूँ. व्हेन आई वाज इवन बिफोर आई वुड से माय प्रैक्टिकल लाइफ स्टार्टेड, मैं बहुत ज़्यादा फॉलो करता. जब मैं स्टडी कर रहे थे हम, जब सीए जर्नी में, तो मैं बहुत ज़्यादा फॉलो करता हूँ, अभी भी करता हूँ. बट मैं बहुत शौक से देखता हूँ टेनिस. मुझे बहुत पसंद है एज अ स्पोर्ट.
Do you even play?
No, I cannot play obviously.
Why you cannot play? You can play.
But obviously मुझे उसमें बहुत मेहनत करनी पड़ेगी. Tennis is a very demanding sport. It's an individual sport. It's not easy. मैंने खेला है, मैंने 1-2 बार खेला है 𝗵𝗵𝗃 में with my brother. But it's like hardly 5-10 minutes मैंने खेला होगा, and you start आपको एहसास हो जाता है कि ये क्या चीज़ है, क्या स्पोर्ट है. तो but obviously I cannot play. But I think मुझे देखना बहुत पसंद है. The reason why, because it's an individual sport. The way the स्पोर्ट इज़ एंड द क्रेज़ जो है टेनिस का, मैंने कोशिश भी की है कि मैं जाके देखूं, बट कभी इत्तेफाक नहीं हुआ. बट आई वाज इन दुबई 3 years बैक विद माई फैमिली, और वहाँ पे एक टूर्नामेंट भी हो रहा था. तो जिस दिन मैंने लैंड किया था उसी दिन मैं होटल से डायरेक्ट जो है वहाँ पे चला गया था स्टेडियम के बाहर, और मैंने कोशिश करी मुझे टिकट मिल जाए एंड आई कैन सी द मैच, बट इट वॉज फुल. बट आई थिंक जब मैं स्टेडियम के बाहर से जब मैं जा रहा था टूवर्ड्स टेकिंग द टिकट, तो मैच चल रहा था एंड इट वॉज 𝗃𝗏𝗏 का मैच हो रहा था, और आवाज़ आ रही थी बाहर तक. तो वो थोड़ा सा मुझे बहुत एक्साइटमेंट हुई, गूज़बम्प्स हुए कि जब मैं अंदर जाऊँगा तो क्या होगा. और मुझे बहुत एक्साइटमेंट थी. बट अनफॉर्चुनेटली आई वॉज नॉट एबल टू. द काउंटर गाय टोल्ड मी दैट अभी तो इट्स फुल, बट इफ़ यू वांट टुमारोज टिकट्स तो आप सुबह आएँ यहाँ पे, क्यू में लगें, एंड देन यू विल गेट द टिकट. तो मैंने कहा इतना तो मैं नहीं कर सकता, बिकॉज नहीं हुआ, बिकॉज ऑब्वियसली फैमिली के साथ आया था. तो ही टोल्ड मी दैट मैंने फिर एक किसी से पता किया, तो ही टोल्ड मी दैट यू कैन हैव टू स्पेयर 3-4 hours in the queue to get the tickets. तो अनफॉर्चुनेटली आई वॉज नॉट एबल टू मेक इट, बट होपफुली कभी अगर मौका मिलेगा तो डेफिनेटली देखूंगा. बट इसमें जो है वो आई थिंक मेरा इंटरेस्ट बहुत है टू सी.
Okay, Ahmed, I had a wonderful conversation with you, and thank you for giving us your valuable time.
No problem. Thank you so much for having me. Thank you.
Welcome. Okay, that's all for today. I'll be catching you guys in the next episode. Till then, take care and Allah Hafiz.